We have rain. Good evening. Good evening. Oh yeah, we got rain coming. El Pastor. You're the first one in line. Yo, Lavina, what's up? It's gonna do a very short program here. We'll see how the night turns out. Hey, Tammy, what's up? I'm not doing I thought about if you were here earlier, remember I talked about possibly showing the second part of that video. Skip through it a little more, and there's not a lot there. I think our lives will be better if we don't are okay if we skip it. Digital dimwits in the house. What up? Hey, Lisa. Julia, Cindy. Just want to chit chat about some stuff. Nothing major. Believe it or not, I'm kind of tired of what's her face already. Yeah, it's possible to get tired. And this time it was a lot quicker than last time. And by last time I mean, one of the last times that one of the last few times that I streamed her when I was with Bam and we were both falling asleep. And me too, you know. It, I don't know. I don't know if there's a medical, what's the word I'm looking for? Not an excuse. Socorro, welcome from California, first time. Welcome, everybody. Give her a nice welcome. Yeah, there's something about her today, and you know what? It's been kind of building up, and she's been doing this the last few times she's gone live. But there's something about the way she's communicating and the way she's speaking. Something is wrong, like majorly wrong. You know. I know, same as any other day, but you know what? And I said this before. Ever since she got her surgery, she's been on a whole different weird level. You know, I can't pinpoint it. I don't know what it is. She's obviously on certain controlled substances, whether legal or illegal, mostly illegal. And I couldn't take it today. I was like, and the way she rolls out with this accent and this slang, and I'm like, what the heck? Whoa, what the hell? What? I mean, we know she's done it before, but the way she's really letting it, with the mouth and everything, it's. Is there a medical? Okay, that's what I was asking. Is there a medical reason for this? Is there something mental going on that's causing all this? Is it a chemical imbalance or something? I may need to get somebody, someone in the healthcare in the world of medicine, or physician or something, a psychologist, and show them some of these videos and kind of see if we can get them to analyze a little bit. Something is way off. I know we make fun of her and all this, and the lights on, nobody's home, and all that kind of stuff. But the way she was on that first day of early voting out there with Roy, the way she was going, yelling at Ophelia, that was, yeah, he's not funny. I mean, that's funny to watch. It's funny and it's not funny. Something is wrong. Hey, Lydia, welcome back. Yeah, Tina, I know she says she's funny as AF, but she really isn't. And I start to feel bad a little bit. And it's like, man, I'm reacting to these videos done by someone who's got a mental illness. But then again, she says things and she does things that are like, she's thinking this stuff out. It's just her thought process is off. But she's thinking stuff out and she's functioning, so she's not completely gone, And that's where the feel bad part goes out the window. So, yes, Laura, she got a pompous attitude since surgery. Pompous, bold. I don't want to say confident or overly confident. It's more of a like pound on your chest kind of defiant, maybe. It really is a bad situation all the way around. It is. Hey, Tammy says, funny part is she has medication, ADD medication, yet she has no mental health issues. She says doctors won't prescribe that if you don't have mental health. Right? You're right. She said that. She's got no mental health issues. There were no issues to report. But then why does she have ADD meds? She says she has ADHD. She was high on pills. A surgeon, I'm sure, gave her opioids while also taking her Adderall. You think they took? Oh, she's taking opioids while taking her Adderall. That's not a good combination necessarily, right? You guys see this? If you guys have been following her, I don't know. You think things would calm down, but something is up. Crack jaw? That's possible. She's out there for sure. She made some really crazy statements today. Hey, La Blue. Hi, Tammy. That is how she goes to Progreso to get her drogas. I heard in that town you can get anything. I heard you can get anything there. I don't know if she gets stuff or what she does get there. But there's something, maybe, I know we talked about before. You have surgery, they put you under anesthesia. And depending on the anesthesia, depending on the body type, every person's different. But anesthesia can linger in your body for up to 6 months, I'm told. Could that be part of this? And then you add what she takes already. And it just makes everything bizarro world. People that are truly crazy are the ones that would never admit it. But is that because they don't know that they are, or they don't think that they are? I mean, you got to think about that too. I think most people with mental illness, like something that's more advanced, they probably don't know or they don't think anything's wrong. She probably doesn't think anything's wrong with her behavior. Like if she were to watch this discussion, which she probably will, she'll be in complete denial, but not for the simple fact that she's just going to deny it, but she may really not know, not understand, not, you know, point A and point B. There's no connection. So what exactly is crack jaw? Just some of that stuff that she's doing with her mouth, or what? I claim ignorance. I honestly don't know. Nancy. I want to say buonanotte or is it buonasera? I can't remember. Bipolar disorder isn't diagnosed with one visit. Yeah, I imagine it takes a few visits and for the medical professional to go, all right, this is the deal. She's a loony too. Okay. She mentions Progresso a lot. Yeah, a lot of people go there actually. Most people just go to get trinkets and prescription medication that for a meal, not for illegal purposes. No, I guess some people do. Hey, Deborah, today's video was so out there, she scares me at times. I know nothing about Adderall. I don't either. I don't. Absolutely not. But look at her behavior during the day. Abusing Adderall, which hypes you up, then down at night opioid, which brings you down. I mean, I'm guessing she doesn't sleep a lot, but I don't know. She was crazy before. I mean, she had her moments, but it seemed like after surgery, it's a whole different level. Have you heard of those people? What is it called? I know there's a name for it. People who've gone under the knife, take anesthesia, right? They're out for 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 hours or whatever surgeries they're having. And when they wake up, they can speak a foreign language perfectly. And they've never spoken that language before. This has happened a few times. It's like, whoa. It's like, what's in our brain? How is our brain wired that could happen? Now you think it is? Money? Because she's got money from somewhere. She's not working, by the way. Yeah, she's got money. A settlement in that truck accident with the truck. Better drugs and a new body have given her a skyrocketed boost of confidence. It's at 1,000%. Her confidence is at 1,000%. I mean, it's to a point where I think it's creepy. That's what I think. Hey, Ashley. No, not much. Just having a little chit chat about our little friend and what could be possibly what could be the issue. Something is. Yeah, she's on the spectrum, neurodivergent, ADHD. But mentally okay? Yeah, I don't know. People that are people that are on the spectrum, are they really? Can you diagnose yourself? She is progressively showing more signs and behaviors that point to a bipolar disorder. Hopefully, she gets help. She's not going to get help because she doesn't know she has a problem. And the people in her life, I know, I'll try not to use this too much. People in her life, which aren't that many, all they do is enable her. They don't tell her, you got a problem, you go see a doctor. There's nobody to tell her that. Strange movements of the mouth. All right. Crackheads in the 80s. Dave Chappelle. See, friend, I've really enjoyed your show, but lately it's becoming a bash VT show. Now, I'm not a VT fan, but this has turned into No More Cheeseke's Lies and 956 Snake and Backstabs page. You really think so? I don't think so. All I'm doing is reacting to how she comes off and try to call out the BS. So she claims certain people conspired to have her beat up. And I don't know anything about the Snake and Backstab page. I don't backstab anybody. I don't particularly like Vanessa, but I don't hate her. But I think people need to point out bullshit, especially when she's claiming that certain people, which are clearly innocent, she wants to talk that they conspired to have her beat up on a Christmas Eve a couple years ago. And I think it's wrong. She shouldn't be able to do that and get away with it scot-free, as they say. I think making an accusation like that, although it's not as bad as, something like claiming another kind of assault. But still, if it's false, it's false. And why should she get away with it? Or why should she? Not that I want to have her arrested. I don't want her arrested. I don't care if she gets arrested. I think she wants to be honest. I've said this before. Perfectly honest. My opinion is I think she wants to be arrested. It's like she wants to be a martyr for the rest of her life. She wants to be a victim. She claims to be the victim for everything. So is it bash Vanessa? Me personally? I mean, I'll make my comments here and there, give my opinion, but I don't feel like I'm bashing her. Buongiorno. Okay, that's right. Her eyes jerking is from uppers. Adderall, which I'm sure she is abusing. Her eyes jerking. Have you noticed she's been going to the cemetery to go eat and do her lives and blast her music? Yeah, I know. Somebody didn't like that I said, what? Who eats at a cemetery? I mean, if you're there visiting a relative or something, and you happen to have your lunch there and say, I'm just going to sit here and whatever. No issues with it. And even if I did, who cares? It's just my opinion. You can do whatever you want. People can do whatever they want. But it's just another one of those weird behaviors. I mean, come on, seriously. Who goes and sits and goes live at a cemetery while eating lunch? Stephanie Butler says, I've got bipolar disorder, personality disorder, and bipolar, and I would never do shit she does. Psycho traits. Yeah, I don't know. This may... I think she needs an intervention that she does not know. She doesn't know the state of her own health. She might think she's okay, but clearly she's not. We could see it. See, friend, because you're a quad chance of spoiler, you can. See, friend can stay. I'm not. Everybody's got their opinion. I'm okay with everybody having their opinion of things. I mean, if you don't like to watch, well, then why watch? I'm hoping you feel that for the most part, a lot of what I say or my opinions are legit. you just happen to not like when she's made fun of here and there. If I lost my children, I would crawl into a hole and never show my face. The fact that she's so proud of her status is sickening. That's another one of those things that I don't understand. That's why I think she's just, not right. I mean, who could just let that go and not even talk about it? You know, someone calling themselves the chosen one, a la LeBron James. He's the king. He's the greatest of all time. I think the fact that you want to call yourself that immediately discounts you as that. Um, by the way, LeBron James is not the greatest of all time. He's not. And just the fact that he would say something like that. You never heard Michael say, "Oh, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. I walk on water. I am the cat's meow. I am the greatest ball player ever." And every time somebody in an interview and they would ask him that, Michael Jordan would say, "Because I don't think I am. Look at all these great players that were before me," and he'll name everybody. And it was just a different era, and Michael's very humble that way. When you cannot be humble, like LeBron James isn't. Yeah, let's see, where am I? Here we go. Yeah, I heard that too. That's the rumor that was going around. Again, it's a rumor, right? So we'll never know those details. Maybe the anesthesia awakened, or awoke her other personalities. Did I? No. Stop. What? No. Okay. Let me look. Well, there's $1 million settlement. I don't think so. Her lawyers had her ex's lawyer hasn't been paid yet. But who knows, right? Who knows? Very true. I mean, you get $1 million. I'm guessing she's driving a brand new Mustang or a brand new whatever. Uh, Teresa, FYI, I'm blocked from Ruby's page because I called out VT. OMG, I'm getting ready for a total knee replacement as it's going under. Scares the hell out of me. I hate going under anesthesia. And this is your knee. Do they have to do it? Do they have to do it uh, general? They can't do just local? I was wondering about that. Oh, no. No, don't worry. I'm not going to say, oh, hey, Lilia said she got $1 million. No. I'm thinking it was just less than 50, but I don't know. What do I know? Yes, they started to shut her up. I can only imagine her craziness with them. Everyone's seen it. It was her fault, but she lied. No way she would be out blowing the hell out of it. She doesn't have sense to manage it right now. The money. T friend, well, Manny's transparent is the only. And I like to think I'm transparent. I don't side with any page. Sometimes including my own, but every page does stuff that I don't agree with, and I think, like we said before, a lot of times, a lot of this back and forth has gone way overboard. I do side with someone, and that's my honey, but that's personal business. Manny, I don't watch her, but someone I know does. But VT is she's creepy. She's high a lot. Yeah, well, we know that. We can tell. I think for the most part, we can tell when somebody's high. I don't know what they're high on, or I don't know how you guys can tell. Well, from experience, I assume, right? Oops. Quick second. Prayers for you, Mount Bear. Definitely. The only spectrum she on is her know-it-all. Yeah, I know she claims to be so intelligent, and but is that drugs or because that just where's that overconfidence of she's better than everybody? She's better than everyone about everything. Gail says they're too afraid to tell her because they know they will get the wrath of her. I don't know. I think the times of being afraid to say or whatever, yeah, that's gone. That's gone. And I know she does. She likes to call people out and look through your profile and show your photos and all that stuff. If she's still doing that, it's like, so what? You're gonna call somebody's job and tell them what? Oh, he said something mean about me on a live program. So, grow a pair, get some thick skin. And if a boss is gonna fire somebody because they were on their own personal time on social media criticizing someone, then that boss is not somebody you want to work for in the first place. Lisa Short, the psychologist, would probably jump off a bridge when he got finished with her. He's gonna leave him traumatized, right? Surgeries, new clothes, drugs, more drugs. I just don't see that there was $1 million worth of damage for one to the car, and if there's not that much damage, I don't know. Who knows? I think it's a combo of mental issues plus substance abuse. Bad combo. No bigger bully. I know she likes to blame everybody else. She likes to point the finger. Everybody's a bully. I'm being bullied by everyone. Yet, if you look at it logically, look at her. Who's the bully? Really? If they agree with her, then stay on her page. But where's thrift store clothes and bikini tops? Defamation? Yeah, it is. She had her medical records sealed. Why? Yeah, if they were so stellar and spectacular, I mean, if they wrote something about me and it's, oh, he is clear mind, logical, everything is good, no signs of, I'd be showing that to everybody. Look, A plus, normal. Not have it sealed and not show anybody. Sorry about that. That's what I've said from day one. She's a professional victim. She is a professional victim. I think she enjoys it. I think she really enjoys. she enjoys the feeling that she's right about everything and everybody's out to get her because they disagree with her. That's what I think. And I know there's a word for that too. There's a clinical term for it. If somebody wants to look it up, there's a clinical term for always needing to be the victim. It's a condition. 10 years from now, she'll still be talking about that incident. And yes, she's blaming the people she doesn't like. OM, John Allen. They had zero to do with that, and she keeps falsely accusing them. Yeah. I definitely don't think they had anything to do with that at all whatsoever. Absolutely not. Oops. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here with these things. Then the individuals she's accusing need to be the ones addressing it with her. Oh, they have. But they don't go about it the way she does, the way she goes about it to them. You know what I mean? Like maybe she's convinced in her own mind that that's what really happened. Maybe she is convinced. Maybe, there are some people that can repeat something or hear something over and over and over again, and they will just believe it. And that's scary. And the thing is, back when this happened, it was never even about Ophelia, John, Frank. I played the video right after the beating. She was blaming the ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. That's why this happened to her. It was not about John Allen, Ophelia Moreno, Frank Mara. It was not about any of them. And she knows that, but she's got to blame somebody. And then lo and behold, one day she says, "Oh, have a meet and greet." And then you got the John Allen video, the situation at the Stars. And she took that as stalking and she ran with it. And she ran with that. And she's still running with it. Yeah, I love this woman. Gay, I think Manny for long as have an opinion, our own opinions. Yeah, so I feel how I feel about certain things, certain people, certain pages. And that's just my opinion. And you guys are allowed to have your own opinion. I'm not going to chase you off my page just because you watch Ophelia or because you watch Ruby. You guys are free to watch whoever you want to watch. And if you want to join here and watch and discuss stuff here, that's cool too. I'm not going to get butthurt because you watch other pages. I'm not. I won't ever say, "Don't watch any other page, only mine." I ain't going to do that. And for somebody to, oh, let me get rid of this next one. For somebody to say, "Oh, you know what? Don't watch that page or don't watch that page or that show or whatever." And then people actually stop watching because somebody says so. That's scary in itself too. But then I've got the people that I've seen my name being bashed on other pages. And guess what? I see them here, all of a sudden I see them here and they're watching and they're commenting politely or whatever. And then I go back to the other pages. On occasion I do scroll or people send me stuff. And I'll see that they're bashing on me over there. It's like, interesting. I respect you for that, Manny, but I said that because if you don't like something, you just don't watch the play. Yeah, if there's something that you don't like to watch, or you don't like me or whoever, you don't watch them. Simple. Instead of causing a problem and fighting with people, it's like, well, just don't watch. Don't watch. You know? Right? So, yeah. Who's winning that series anyway? The Lakers and the Lakers series. Even though she makes fun of anyone who doesn't kiss her butt and hates white people. I really do believe she doesn't like white people. And she may have her own reasons for it. She can say she's not a racist, but she's racist. When someone has severe, untreated bipolar, is that what it is? Bipolar uh, mania can easily jump into psychosis. Drugs can induce psychosis on their own, but combined with bipolar disorder, it can go south quickly. That's scary. And that woman needs an intervention. No, he isn't. Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman. I'll say he's the GOAT above LeBron. Hell yeah. Any day. Tammy says, I've worked with autistic children and on the spectrum. I've never heard one say or repeat how they are on the spectrum. To self-diagnose herself and children. So I remember when she started doing this, when she started saying it. And I remember saying, she's doing that for sympathy. That's just another thing. First, I got beat up on Christmas Day. Or first, they gave me my arrests, starting in 2000, whatever. Then they gave me my second arrest. Then they gave me my third and fourth. And then they beat me up on Christmas Eve, 2020. And then somewhere in there in the middle was, oh, I'm on the spectrum. I have autism. I have ADHD. And I've got this, and I've got this, and I've got that. So I think it's a call for attention, a call for sympathy. See, friend, I've made plenty of comments addressing her behaviors because it's my opinion, but it's become a daily show of bashing. People make statements like they know it's a fact. Well, I'm not going to go and pick one by one right now, but she says a lot of stuff that's bullcrap. For example, everything I just stated about John, Ophelia, and Frank. And believe me, I'm not no huge, it doesn't please me to defend Ophelia and Frank. That's not my calling. But when something isn't right, it isn't right. Like that kind of situation. See, friend, everyone, including Manny, is entitled to his own opinion. Not only you can say things. She wouldn't have gotten the full $1 million attorney fees. Yeah, usually it's what, 33% roughly. Thunder. Yeah, we got rain coming parts of the valley here. Yes, good luck with that knee surgery coming up. When is your knee surgery? Talk about the dark triad you mentioned. It sounds like you described her to the T. I mean, look at, if you do some reading, or if you're not the reading type, pull up on YouTube narcissism, and boy, will you get a lot of good stuff. I've watched a lot of videos by, where is she? Her name is Dr. Ramani, Ramani. Have you seen her on YouTube? Look up narcissism on YouTube. Dr. Ramani. A lot of good discussions there, man. She gets into detail. And watch a whole bunch of those. Listen to these the things that she describes, and then go and watch when you watch Vanessa. Keep that in mind and think, whew, it's like there it is. I never said Manny's not entitled to his opinion. I enjoy the shows when it's about different topics, not just VTs. There are plenty of pages to get your bash VT fix. Yeah, but you know what? I'll be bold to say this. With the exception of very lately, all right, she's been very entertaining. But we discuss her differently here. I mean, other pages, they got their reasons to bash and do what they do. Some bash, and some are just highly critical. Not all of them are bashing. But mine is definitely different. It's not just bashing. You know, I try from the details that I am familiar with and that I know of. Those are the points that I really counter her, right? The ones that I don't know, I don't comment a lot on because I don't know. And I said, hey, I haven't heard that. I'm not going to talk about that because I don't know if that's true or not, or I don't know if that happened or whatever. And I think that's fair. Hi, Letty. Look up historic. No, histrionic personality disorder. Oh man. See if you go on and I won't reply back to you. You don't get it. Yeah, not everybody. Like I said, you just have to agree to disagree. Not everybody's gonna think the same way. And it's not necessarily that her thinking is wrong, his or her. I don't know if C friend is a female or male. I can't remember. No offense, C friend. But when it's an opinion, it can't really be wrong because it's just an opinion. So, everybody's got their opinion and how they feel about certain things. She has too much time on her hands, not working alone all the time to getting to her. Yeah, I would tend to agree with you. She hasn't done one at a time, 8 weeks apart. All right, I'm going to skip a whole bunch of these because I need to get caught up. She's a narcissist through and through. A narcissist is always the victim and hero in every one of their stories. They are the best at everything. They know everything. It's usually overcompensating for low self-esteem. That sounds right. Yeah, I believe that. I've heard that before. You tell a lie enough, you begin to believe it. Yeah. And speaking of, okay, so now you're talking about difference of opinions. Friends can have different opinions on things and still be friends. But what about in cases like this? So people are very passionately for or against Vanessa. So in a situation like that, let's say you're a couple and you're together, but you're on different sides of everything, almost everything. I mean, politically, especially. I think it's amazing how some relationships people can be so different, yet be so perfect for each other. Even though one's a liberal, one's a Democrat, one's a Republican, one's a Biden lover, one's a Trump fan. One's a conservative, one's a liberal. or Democrat. I should have said Democrat the first time. But I think there's a way to deal with each other and live with each other and, disagree. At times they can get heated, but you disagree. But you know what? You're adults with the mind to be able to negotiate and reason. And yeah, we're different, but so what? What is that saying? Opposites attract, right? And as long as you're not rude, vulgar to each other, that just could make things more interesting. I mean, really, if everyone believed in the same thing, what kind of boring world would that be? D. Palmer. Hi there. Welcome back. I'll say you've been here before. She gets almost a high from getting back at or claiming revenge on people. So she creates these problems in order to public. Very well said. She does that a lot. And she's been caught a few times where she's pretending to have an argument with someone, but there's no argument there. It's like it's not there. She's just having this argument for the sake of having an argument. Good point, Palmer. D. Palmer. All right, let me get caught up here. It's okay for her to go live and bash and everyone else. Yeah, right? That's what she does. She does, but it's okay. Nicole and Chris Hunt, thank you. Try to make it interesting. I try to make it interesting. And of course, Bam makes it way interesting. And he adds his own brand of humor to it. Because remember, we don't hate her. We don't hate anybody. Well, I probably hate one person. I think I do. But I don't hate Vanessa. I really don't. I'll say that forever because it's true. And some people just won't believe, and that's okay. You can't convince everybody of everything all the time. And sometimes you just don't convince. If they don't believe you, they don't believe you. It's not. It gets to a point where you got to stop trying to convince and let actions speak for themselves, right? Domingo, what up? VT is an overwatched, no count, talking bag of shit and hot air. She's mentally unstable and in need of professional help. Yeah, you're right. Choppa, what's going on, sir? Dark Triad is what she is. See, now I got to look that up. I'm just going to put it here so I can read it later. Just the name of that is creepy. Topic, a little of this, a little of that. Right, currently talking about the opinions that people have on Vanessa or people like that. Good evening, Luke. What's up? I've heard it plenty of times. No one hates her. They just really dislike her behavior and actions. Yeah, I don't hate her. I don't. She hasn't done anything to me and probably can't for me to actually hate her. You know, I think there's a couple of people that I would say I hate. I think right now there's two people. Yes, straight up legit hate. If they were drowning, I'd throw them a cinder block. That's what would happen. Hi, Pat. I've always wondered why she's always alone, making these filibuster videos for hours on end. Apparently, no friends, not even referred to. I do believe her reputation precedes her. I totally get that. Oh yes, opposites definitely attract. That's my husband. It's worked for us going on 26 years. Nice. Bam is awesome. Yeah, he is. Bam's been on a roll. He really has. Oops. No, okay, gotcha. Hey, Naya. Her oh God, don't read. I don't even want to repeat those words. I know what you're saying. what's her What's her face is thinking of pressing charges against that guy from Mercedes for cyberbullying. Yeah, good luck. They're gonna keep trying that. That's what they're doing over there. Is pressing charges and sending each other to jail. It's really just criticism and commentary. It's not cyberbullying. But because she keeps talking about that and she keeps saying those kinds of statements, people, including the law, will start to believe her. Dark Triad, and she mentions it on her live. That's the exact definition of her. No lie, you have to really look it up. Oh, I have it a page. I have the page up. I might know one of the. Yeah, you might know, Idema. Maybe you do. Teresa Lewis. Hey, I have made comments about some very, very cruel things I've seen people say about her as far as the constant body shaming. It's okay to have opinions, but I've seen it downright hate, pure hate. There are plenty of people I don't care for or like the things that they have done or how they live, but I could never body shame or say hateful comments. I was disrespected for so many years for even making a comment. It's not my place to be anyone's judge, jury, or executioner. It doesn't mean I agree or condone. And there's a lot of things that I won't say when it comes to her body because it's not my business. And I think I'll just stay out of that. I'm not into body shaming and so and sometimes it's hard, especially when Bam's going off on her and it's um but like certain parts that she's had enhanced or something. Certain details were pointed out here and there, and maybe I did comment on certain details, but overall, I think I've been pretty good staying out of body shaming or criticizing physical things about her. That's awesome, man. Let's see. Lakers once night lead. No, really? Not a fan of the Lakers right now. I'm not a fan of any team that LeBron is on. How's that? I wonder how her older kids feel about her videos. Laura, Manny, my stepson just turned 23. He has a Vanessa mom. I've raised him since he was 9. He just graduated with his bachelor's, sending positive vibes to her daughters. That's cool. Very nice. I really do hope the daughters are doing well. I hear they are. All that pressing charges, BS is really BS. Everyone's going to do the same thing, but change. And not just that, you know, there are some people who are still talking smack about the other people, even though the people that they're talking smack about have not been online talking about anybody except for someone other than them. So it's like, what are you doing? Some people are actually trying to back off and just maybe, reevaluate and see what they're going to do, some other kind of programming or something. And then you go back to, well, this is the kind of thing that's considered provoking, right? Harassment, trying to poke the bear. And you keep talking about somebody and going in on somebody, even though they're pretty much off the grid right now. And I'm going to have different topics as well. This just happens to be, as it always has been, election time comes up. So yes, I start with the commentary and the, streaming and that kind of thing. And now that the elections are over, we'll see what comes next. But in all fairness, like I said before, and again, I apologize for bringing this up so often, so much. But she got everyone. She made you, and I don't mean, obviously you could have watched whatever, but she got everybody so interested in looking at her life. She made her life in a fishbowl for everybody to look into. And she convinced and she worked hard to, I'm a victim. Look at what they're doing to me. And so now everybody's interested. It's like, it's a drama. Like, what's going to happen next? Oh, she got arrested. What? First, second? Oh, yeah. Third, fourth. Oh, it's fifth, sixth. Yeah, really? Seventh, eighth? What? Ninth, 10th? Girls were taken away. She blames the law. She's never going to admit to anything. That's the first problem. But she got everyone sucked into her life. So I find it very interesting where people are critical. Oh, why do you follow her? So why do you want to watch her if you don't like her? It's like, you know what? She's got everybody vested right now. A lot of you have put in a lot of time watching her. And she wants you to watch. I think she's doing 2 or 3 hour videos twice a day on a daily basis. The attention is needed for her. So for anybody who says, oh, if you don't want to watch, if you dislike her, why are you watching her? Why? It's like, in a way, people got hooked. To a certain extent, I got hooked. But I got tired of it. So it was easy to turn it off. But yeah, that's funny how I have to keep saying that so often. And it's not for you guys. You guys who've been following, who've been watching me for a while and following my page, and about her. You know how it is. So it's funny when people say, why are you interested? Well, she got me interested. Now I want to know what the outcome is going to be. I want to hear all this crazy stuff she's saying. That's how it is. Human interest. Oh, good point, Jessica. She has body shame. Bam. She does it a lot. Not just body shame, but, criticizing his, he did drag professionally for a couple of years. He made money doing the pageants and all that. But he's not mentally ill or anything like that. Hello, Hope. But she shames everyone she doesn't agree with. So why can't others towards her? Because you're gonna get those people that say, "Well, you got to be the bigger person and not do it to her." Like, again, it's all about how vested everyone feels. You almost feel like you do know her personally, even though you may not have met her ever in your life, but you've watched her speak so many times, night after night after night, day after day, that you can feel like you really know somebody, even though you really don't. I think there's a word for that too. Yeah, silently watching. Yeah, something happened there. Some kind of a bzz, bzz, short circuit somewhere. Vanessa body shames Ophelia. Knows the other day. I guess Vanessa thinks you have to look like a Barbie. Ah, that's the kind of stuff. I get criticized because I do Avon sales on the side. I have an account that's there, and the page gets around sometimes, and I haven't been so active posting, but I have done. And you know what? And it's just another hustle. I got 2 or 3 different things that I do, and they want to criticize me for that. They want to criticize because someone's choice to get some more passive income coming in. You want to criticize that? That's what you got? It's like, all right, whatever floats your boat. They're all morons. They all talk and sending inboxes. Some realistically will be charged. Some think they'll skate because they think they're too slick. Proof is in messages and admissions. Remember, it's not what you know; it's what can be proven. Again, they all talk crap. They all deserve what they get from it. Yeah, many people have that opinion too. I mean, back to the Avon thing. Okay, look. Would they prefer that I just, I'm not going to do Avon no more. But I'll tell you what. There's 81 people in here right now. If 81 people each send me $1 right now, Cash App, every day, that'd be great. That'd be good. So, and see, and I even forget. I should have usually run my little, if you're enjoying the program, drop the Cash App, leave your tip. But I forget. I don't even put it up there most of the time. It's somebody prods me, or Bam will mention it, or somebody will ask, "What's your Cash App?" And then because that's just not in my nature to do that. I'd rather do like a raffle or something. But if you all want to send me $1 each, that's fine too. I'm not going to say no. Just kidding. She gets what she gives. Telling her she got a botched job is not body shaming. It's an opinion. She attacks people how they mention how wrong it is for her to live stream and drive. Oh yeah, she doesn't like being told what to do. Not, I guess most people don't like being told what to do. Somebody in particular. But yeah, nobody likes to be told what to do, and especially her too. But there is a difference. Like I said yesterday, talking on the phone on a hands-free is one thing. But you got a video camera on you and you keep looking into the camera. That's not the same thing. I would like to ask law enforcement about that. How can you go and press charges claiming cyber harassment when you're doing the same thing? Thank you very much. And why are these people getting arrested when the people that are accusing them are doing the exact same thing? I do remember. She treats others like crap for ridiculous things. She tries to belittle people in their lives for asking a question. I know, and I'll never forget that one time the lady, I think it was a lady, came in and said, "Hey, sorry I'm late. Just wondering what's going on. What's the topic, or what are you guys talking about?" Something like that. And Vanessa just went at her. She said, "What is going on? Why do I have to tell you? You think I'm going to stop my program now and tell you what's going on?" And she just went at her. And it's like, damn. Not to mention other things as well. And we'll get to those too. Oops. Let me speed up a little bit here. What up, Applejack? You have right to talk about anything you want. I do. Freedom of speech. Just like Vanessa likes to tout her First Amendment rights. They're not just for her, you know. They're not just for you, Vanessa. If anybody's wondering, cranberry juice with a lot of ice. Plain, no liquor, just cranberry juice. I'm here until she is convicted. She probably will on some level, right? She's not going to go free on everything. This is why you're cleaning. Yep. Waiting for the train wreck to come to an end. Waiting for the final outcome. I don't have Facebook, so I'm only able to see your comments through you. Oh, okay. I see. Maybe the next time I should. See, I don't mind it whenever I do catch her live to stream it live. The problem is Facebook has got that glitch where it just starts. Then it just shuts off, right? And also, I can't just sit here waiting for her to go live all day. You know, people got stuff to do. You guys too. It's just sad because what is important to her, the things that matter, don't really matter to the normal person. Attention isn't everything, especially bad attention. There's something wrong when you don't put your family first. You don't put your loved ones first. You put everything else first, except that. That's a problem. And you know, I don't watch her. VT ain't worth watching. And if I don't like it or want to hear a certain night, I won't. Exactly. That's the freedom of speech. Oh, I'm going to play this one. I know I play a lot this song at the end of a show, but it's not the end of the show right now. She got mouthy with me about my pick. She poked a bear, and this bear has no fear. You shouldn't have any fear of her. You know, this is the internet, man. This is like the Wild West. Social media is like the Wild West. She's a crazy soap opera, the kind of soap opera where you wish you could jump into the screen and, yeah, don't do that. Don't even say that because you'll get in trouble by Facebook. So be careful, be careful. Okay. Like VT or not, for those of us who may believe, we should pray for her. Very true. I know Vanessa says it a lot. I'm praying for you, or I'm going to pray for you. She doesn't pray for anybody. Don't believe that. Do I know? No. But do I believe it? Hell no. She said it herself. She ain't going to be there for people. She's only there for herself. She said that yesterday. Or was it today? I think it was yesterday. Bro, at least you're not dry begging every day and make your money the honest way. Someone has no room to talk when he lives in a shack and can't afford his own bills. You know, I was doing my thing, and at some point, it's like, damn it. I think things are not going so well where I want them to be. I need to go get me a 9 to 5, and I had to go do it, and I did it. I found something that I enjoy, that I love, and if I can go back to being only self-employed with all my hustles, then I'll do that when that time is right. They shouldn't bash for selling Avon. You do your hustle. It's not like you're begging like others. No one should bash someone for working. Yeah, I didn't know that it was a. I ain't gonna bash on anybody who's making a side hustle. I don't care if they're selling Avon or Mary Kay or whatever the hell. Hey, Alma, welcome. Good evening. Fernanda, I think you need to be honest with yourself, Manny. Okay. You say you got tired of it, yet here you are still replaying her videos and bash on her. I'm not bashing on her. I am not bashing on her. This is all my opinions. And I'm in my own way disproving and contradicting what she keeps saying day in and day out. You and Bam, besides others, went at her first. So what? So what? She is now defending herself from the online and offline attacks. What attacks? I'm not attacking her. Ophelia is related to Cody. It's still with it. She said this before. And I remember on a phone call, even her telling me she's got no relation to Cody whatsoever. Do you need proof? How can we get proof? Who can we ask for proof? How do you prove something like that? Plus, she does have ADHD and is autistic. How do I know that? Just because she says? Does it make people feel better about themselves continuing to bash her? She has a disability, just my opinion. See? Just what you said right now. Just your opinion. Just like it is mine that she has autism. I don't believe it. Can you self-diagnose autism? I didn't think you could, but I don't know. So prove that to me. I truly believe that there is no relation, Ophelia and Cody, no relationship at all. And she said that a bunch of times. Once to me on the phone. Once I heard it, probably on one of her shows. And the rest is just opinion. I don't hate her. And even if I did hate her, which I don't, but even if I did, so what? It's like, so what? The kind of crap that she puts people through as well. This whole John Allen thing and Ophelia and Frank. I've talked to all of them. So personally, I'm convinced they had nothing to do with it. And she even tried to throw me in there once on one weekend last year. She even put my name in there that I was part of that group at a time where I was not even streaming her. And and Vanessa, she stirs her own pot as well. She mentioned Ileana's name. And she started on her. For what? Leanna never mentioned her name, and Leanna never did anything to her, never said anything about her. Like, focus on me. Why talk shit about somebody else when that person never talked shit about you at all? So I am entitled to my own opinion whenever I want, on whoever I want. And a lot of this with her stems from her blaming John, Ophelia, and Frank. And I just said this a little while ago, in case you didn't hear it. You know, I got no special reason to defend Ophelia and defend Frank. You know, yes, I got my issues with Ophelia that I'm not going to forget about. I choose to just let him go because I'm not going to stress about it and it's not going to take over my life. But I'm not going to forget the things that were said about me. Frank, I got no real issues with at all. I think when I first started streaming, somebody said, "Oh, Frank's mad because of this." And okay, so I called him up and we talked it out. I got no issues with Frank at all. But do I have to go and defend him? I don't have to. So look at the whole picture. She believes the rules are for others, and meant for her to. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Did she hit a truck from behind? A small red truck in Brownsville? I know nothing about that crash. I know there was some kind of accident, but I know nothing about it. Hey, Wildflower, you think this crazy feud of drama and pressing charges will ever end? So crazy. It gets you tired of hearing the back and forth. The only good thing that's come out of it is that they're kind of being told to lay off. You know, don't mention people or don't say those names, and just so they got to discuss other things, or you know, maybe find a new focus, you know, to go in on. She will literally spend an hour more bashing that person. I know, and see, that's what's entertaining in a way, is to watch how she reacts. Just because somebody put a laughing emoji and that gets her triggered. And I remember she went on and on and on for 20 minutes on somebody once. This was around the time when she went live with Dre. And she couldn't, I don't know. It's something about that. She sees the laughing emoji and she's forget about it. I said, Manny, $1. He deserved it. Oh, you don't got to do that. Thanks, Naya. A mother should be more concerned about her children. So, bottom line, maybe she shouldn't talk so much shit about others, and she should mind her own business, and then people will leave her alone. Yeah, I would. If she quit talking about John, Ophelia, and Frank, and quit trying to convince people that those are the ones who orchestrated her attack, I would lay off. There's nothing to talk about there. Do I have to do it? No. Am I going to keep doing this for a while? Yeah, until I get tired. And so what? Or what if I don't get tired and if I want to keep doing it, then so what? It's all reaction video. You can call it satire. You can call it parody. That's all it is. And what about it? In her famous words, and what about it? Sometimes I like using that. It's a good phrase. It works sometimes. I guess if being an asshole is a disability. Right? Karen, hey Karen. Oh, change music. I'm trying to find something that's a little longer. I don't have to keep changing this so often. manually. Fernando, aren't you a friend? I have ADHD and I do not act like that. People need to be accountable for their actions, and people like you, instead of holding her accountable, you make excuses. Yeah, you know what? And I know some of what ADHD is. Do I know the details about it? I don't know. Does it? But yes, not everybody is it. Most people who have ADHD don't behave like this. That's true. Hey, Beth Lewis. I don't understand why she could do videos while she's driving. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. If she's on something, that's one thing. And then if she's driving and doing videos, what can we do? Just hope she doesn't get into an accident. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Shoot, she does it for reaction. She's getting it. She's got you fooled, right? She is not autistic. Just because she said doesn't mean that she is. She's trying to manipulate. Quit using the autistic card to justify someone being a shitty person. Funny that she was on a rabid attack against people asking him to come on her live. He then claims victory for being superior and blocks these people. She also says, "Don't be surprised if my followers go after you." And that's prodding her followers to go after her. Not that they're going to do anything because most of them are out of state. But that alone is, inciting violence. Fernando, you were on the attacking side as well? See? See? That's the other thing. She tells everybody she loves them when she can't even love herself. Yeah, I know. You can't. It's this whole "I love you" thing. You got to remember, you're on social media. People that you don't know, you love, and all this and that. You can like somebody a lot, but just be careful. Don't throw the word love out so much. Save it for real love. I'm afraid one day she's gonna have an accident and really hurt someone. It may happen as much as she does those videos while driving. I know the longest I clocked her not looking at the road was like 12 seconds. Going at 65 or whatever on the expressway. That's scary. That's not cool. She's not on the spectrum. Do you believe everything she says? You're the type of person she's trying to reach. She's convinced a lot of people. No, you cannot self-diagnose autism. Yeah, I wasn't sure. So if that's the case, then yep, that's your opinion, which you're entitled to. There's no proof of her being those professions. I mean, if you have a degree in biology, would you rather be a biologist making a couple $100,000 a year instead of being an LVN? Unless you really like being an LVN, and then I won't knock you for it. You got to do what you like to do. But yes, they are related. How can you prove that? And what is the point to lie about it? How can we prove that? We gotta do a DNA test or something? They are related, but there's no relationship there. So they're not like friendly cousins that see each other every day and they're all buddy buddy and all this stuff. Okay. Just to be clear, I didn't know that they were related. Now I find out, okay, they are related, but they're not. And I don't mean this in the wrong way. They're not kissing cousins. They're not friendly. They're not, you know, they're not family, like direct family. So, I don't even know why. Why does this all matter anyway? She does not have autism. You all need to get educated in it. And all of a sudden, she's on Lachiski's side. Fernanda was one of those that attacked her bad years ago. Well, I mean, I guess everybody can change, right? You may have not liked somebody for whatever reason, and then all of a sudden you switch sides, so to speak. Cody is related to Ophelia, but Ophelia has always said that she has no relationship with Cody. Boom. There. Yeah, who knows? Maybe in 2024, maybe I'll jump over to, I'll be there on VT. You go, girl. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, yeah. No, I don't want this music. It used to be good. I don't like it anymore. Oh, and this is going to put me to sleep. Hold on. Let me switch this up a little bit. Let me go back the other way. Here we go. Lots of comments. Okay, fine. They're related. Okay, they're related. I'll give you that. And then what? Well, if I'm close to being one, she's a dark triad. I absolutely believe that now. See, I want to read up on that. I'm going to read up on the dark triad. There's got to be a movie. Go find a picture of her and Cody's dad. Okay, I get it. Okay, I'll give you that. But why? Literally, what about it now? So what is it about that? And I'm being honest. I don't know. Tell me what is it about that bothers you? It's anything to do with it? They've been arrested already. I know this investigation has been closed for a long time already. It's not open. She says she has proof. She doesn't. Because if you had proof to somebody beating the crap out of you and people conspiring to beat the crap out of you and people meeting and planning to beat the crap out of you, and you had this evidence, why wouldn't you go to the police with it and say, here, arrest everybody? And then why didn't they? Because there's no evidence. There's no evidence. There's no evidence. Why would you withhold evidence like that? If I had evidence, somebody beat the crap out of me 2 years ago, and I had evidence, I'd be at the police station every day. Social media. Here, look at these pictures. Look at this emails. Look at the comments. Look at the text messages. That's what I'd be doing. I wouldn't be shutting up about it. Teresa, yes, thank you. Everybody is. Everybody is. Chi said you fired and you defend her. Keep your enemies closer. She had her fired? She had... Really? See? I don't know. No, she only blames OM and John. Frank somehow is not being blamed anymore. I heard it. I heard her say, and the one from Brownsville, and she didn't mean me, and she was referring to that attack. I guess that was kind of weird too. And you don't need Frank's permission to stream it. Oh, I know I don't. It's a whole different kind of thing. His thing was he would just stream it and leave it there, and you could watch it at your leisure if you were whatever. And for me, it started as commentary because it was a political forum that she was at. And then I remember it was over and I logged out. And then somebody called, hey, she's in her car talking about what just happened. You want to watch? Yeah, okay. And that's where the commentary streaming with commentary started. I enjoy it. And that accident was all her fault, but she felt good lying. Of course she did. Oh, don't even get me started on Bonnie. Disappointing. That she was an admin of that Surviving Out Loud and one on Raymondville pages focused at bashing VT. Interesting. So Frank is the one that kind of, I guess, started this whole ball rolling, and now he's the one not being mentioned so much. Yeah, that's pretty funny. But still, being accused of that, I don't believe he conspired to do any of that stuff. Any other stuff he's done, hey, that's none of my business, and I don't agree with any of that stuff. True or not, there's evidence of it, whatever. Not my thing. And like I said, I don't associate with everybody. And because I mention somebody or refer to somebody or acknowledge somebody doesn't mean that I support them or I'm best buddies with everybody all of a sudden. People tend to forget that. 956 Snakes and Backstabbers 2.0. Say that real quick 3 times. Fernanda got mad. I heard porque a certain someone no le quiso meter. Oh, wait. I know nothing about it. I know nothing about that at all. Everyone by now should know Vanessa Soros wants and lives for the drama she creates. She said, didn't somebody ask her, would you rather live a peaceful life or have drama, Facebook drama? And she chose Facebook drama. Was that real? Did somebody tell me that? Wasn't that real? Yeah, the laughing emoji. You want to trigger somebody? Put that laughing emoji. Yeah, I chose somebody. My heart chose somebody. Anyway, sorry. She couldn't even focus on interviewing Dre. She was more focused on the comments. I know, and even Dre told her, you know what? Don't worry about. Don't read that now. There were a couple times like that. Finally, Dre said, "Well, I got to go now." Because Vanessa doesn't interview. She doesn't know how to conduct an interview because she's not interested. She's only interested in herself. Babbel. That's the best I can do. Google Translate. I I never claimed my Spanish to be perfect. People know that it's not. I can communicate. Even, some people might say I speak it well. But I'm not that great at it. And there's no freaking way I'm going to do a show like this in Spanish. Nunca. Hey, if somebody wants to translate to her, feel free. Good luck. Just be sure I had a good time. Don't lie too much. Tell her to show you receipts if she believes VT so much. Seek the truth about a lot of stuff like I did, and you'll find it. I stopped watching her years ago while seeking the truth. I apologize to her personally. Some people just have. Some people have been doing this every day for almost 4 years. Maybe they have more issues than she does. Just my opinion. You know what? On some level, you're probably right. You could be right. That's a valid statement to make, and I would agree a part of that. Yeah, I know. That could be a dig at me. I don't care. I'm not gonna get butt hurt. I don't get butt hurt. Maybe it's because I'm from Chicago and I just don't give a fuck about stuff like this. I'm not gonna do things bother me sometimes. They used to, but it's just so not freaking worth it. It's so. I got caught up in the stupid crap down here, and then finally I was like, well, why do I even care? What the fuck? Why do I even care? Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know any of that stuff. Recovery member, what up? And you don't have to explain nothing to that girl. If you don't like, you can get off your page. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I don't understand how some want to defend Vanessa so hard. How about go to Vanessa and go, hey, quit talking, quit putting your life out there, quit putting your life in a fishbowl. So, someone like Fernanda does Fernanda go to Hollywood and go, hey, you guys are, people are talking about you. Quit talking to people. Quit being in Hollywood. You're not going to say that. But it's whatever. My apologies on that discrepancy. I was told you were an admin. And even if she was, I don't think she would. People were not going to fess up to certain things like that. And I know nothing about it. So whether she was or wasn't, I've never seen her confront someone to their face. Oh, she did a couple times, and somebody went live, and she wouldn't let the person talk, and she finally hung up on her. Yeah, I remember that. Who was the one that reported VT over and over to CPS? Beth, I was no admin, but I just shut down the group chat and left the others in 2020. Someone recently made an admin which gave me access to the group and then kicked me. It's okay. Means nothing to me. Was it the school system? The first that lady friend I used to work behind the scenes with Frank Fetty and Lupa to explode. Okay, yeah. See, that's been said. I've heard that a lot. I just don't know if it's true or not. She clearly gets high in ADHD meds and real tough, and then crying on the crying stage on her way down. There isn't anything wrong making peace with whatever, but don't think for a minute she wouldn't come after you too. Vanessa will go after anybody. She will go after anybody. But I don't know if she's gone after people like the way she used to, or when she had certain people that were her sympathizers and did her dirty work for her. I don't know how much of it she would do herself. Excuse me for that burp. Yes, very. Yeah, the police ruined her. They ruined her. They gave her her first arrest. Made her quit law school. Oh, excuse my burp. I was trying to hit the mute button, but I couldn't do it quick enough. Let's see, a bunch of stuff here. Let me get to some other comments. Manny, Cody is a Moreno. That's Ophelia's cousin's son. Okay. So just like what everybody else has been saying here, that they're related. Okay, fine. So they're related. But they're not. So what Ophelia is saying is that they're just not close. They're not not even friendly. They're just not, right? Anything like that. At least that's what I understand. Let's see. Maybe if I get a few DWIs and get my children taken from me, maybe I'll also be able to side with. Vanessa's ex-boyfriend, the one charged for locking her daughters in a closet while he was OD. I think that's what happened. I mean, but she's done shady shit too. Driving around. Driving around while you're high as a kite with your kids in the back seat. That's not good either. That's not good. That's not good. If you're to make a nude smoking, oh yeah, that's a lot of shady stuff. Watch this. Watch this. Caso cerrado. I can't roll my R's all the time. Caso cerrado. I can't. It doesn't come easy for me. Basically, case closed. And you watch this about Dark Triad. I've been saying for years that Vanessa is on the, I believe, mission. Okay, I'll take a look at that. I am going to take a look at that. I'm very interested in it. The FBI has been well aware of this case since last summer, and you know what has come from it? Nothing. Nada. Zip, zero, zilch. Goose eggs. If she's working that hard to prove that Roy was cheated out of a mayoral win, why then wouldn't she work that hard to get the proof? Exactly. There are things like this that just don't make sense. Vanessa had who fired? It wasn't me because I've never been fired from any of my job. Okay. I mean, I've heard that too. I've never pushed it because I don't know if that stuff happened or not. Yeah, right. I haven't heard. I don't know what she's doing. Hope she's doing well. I don't wish her bad. I just that's a whole other. Frank started the bashing of VT, also set up the parade celebration of her kids being removed. Certain people need to get their facts straight before they say crap. I heard about that parade. Cringy. I wouldn't ever do something like that. Not even. I couldn't even. I couldn't even think up something like that. I don't know. Pouring salt on a wound is not one of my specialties. I'll tell you that much. Oh, I know. You know, but it's okay. It's you know, everybody can have their opinion, and I'm not one to block people just because their opinion is different than mine. But then what happens is you keep talking about certain things, and because they dislike you for whatever reason, they dig for things and they try to find stuff on you because that's what they do. That's what people down here in the valley like to do. And then they come out with some explosive, oh, man, he used to do this, or he used to do that, or he did this and that. And, I'm at a point right now where, that they think that kind of stuff will hurt me or whatever. And I'm at the stage in my life right now where I am happy with how things are. And IDGAF. IDGAF. I don't give a F. You want to say whatever you want to say or dig up or tell a story, whatever, knock yourself out. It's not going to break me. Oh, I missed that one. It's not going to break me. It's not going to bother me. I don't care if that's what floats your boat. And people will do that because of this discussion or like what happened. A clear example, what happened the other day. When I had Ophelia called. I didn't have her call. She called. I missed a call. I didn't know she was trying to call. And somebody said, hey, she's trying to call you. She wants to clear up and say what happened during the early voting that day. And she came. She said her piece and what happened. Okay. So now that turned into, oh, Manny's an Ophelia supporter and all this crap. And I said, that's what's going to happen. I said, watch what's going to happen. And that's what happened. And then people came around to my page. Oh, man, he's a supporter of her. He's a peacock or whatever. But nobody caught the last part. The very last part. Nobody listened to that part. I'm not a peacock. Never was. I'm respectful to whoever. I didn't like be called a scammer. They tried to hurt me, or she did anyway. And a lot of her peacocks joined in trying to call me a scammer when I was doing the raffle. I don't know if you guys remember that. And so I'm not going to forget that stuff. Again, I choose to just let it go. Am I going to be friendly with her and we're going to go have lunch or, hang out and have dinner together? No. But I'm going to be cordial. I'm going to be respectful as much as I can. You get what you give. I'm not going to go out of my way to be rude or this and that. I'm not. I'm just going to choose to move on. But I'm not going to forget about stuff. But that doesn't matter. Oh, he's a Ophelia supporter and all this crap. Whatever. The peacocks generally are good people. And they like to watch what they like to watch. And I know a lot of them are watching me silently, and that's cool. Never had an issue really with any of them. It's just for some reason somebody jumps on the bandwagon that, oh man, he's a scammer because he's doing a raffle. It's like, yeah. I don't want you to tell everyone the area we're going to see receipts. That was a serious lie from that snacks and backstairs page. Let's just say the police got in on that one after I showed proof it's a lie from text messages and chats. So hopefully that's debunked, I suppose. Holy crap, we're going on 2 hours here. Coming up on 2 hours. I forgot what the point of all this was, where I was going with all this. I think I was trying to steer in a different direction. At the end of the day, some people are going to think she walks on water and nobody will change their minds. And that's okay for them. Yes, I do. Why does everybody want to know? Why does everybody care? Some people do more than others. Who I love. Did I love her? Did I love Ileana? Did I love her? Why does that matter? Not ashamed of it. I find it funny that people want to, and I keep going back to this. She's going to get mad. I find it hilarious that people want to talk about the fact that I do Avon on the side, and that's how they want to get to me. You hurt my feelings. It's like, really? That's what bothers you about me? um try to catch up with some of these. We'll wrap it up pretty soon. I know. That's one point of trying to find out why does the Cody thing matter again. I can't remember. I forget what the whole point of that was. Have you heard about retaliations that are going to happen between now and Wednesday due to what happened? I have not heard that yet. I was talking with the police officer who was the first on the scene there, and he's kind of feeding me information, and not don't repeat this, don't repeat that yet. I'm disappointed in the press conference today. Not much was said. I'm really curious, wondering what the mayor is going to do about all this. I mean, is this going to be seen as now it's a crisis? I know I've been saying it's a crisis forever, but now that this happened, Mika, yeah, I'm hungry too. Now I'm hungry. Something about going live gets you hungry. I don't know if it's adrenaline or something. And one was in the front seat, and neither of them were properly restrained on top of the clearly evident intoxication. Yikes. Cody's gonna say yes. Okay, thank you for filling some of the viewers in on that. Oh, she's talking about the migrants that were run down over here by on Minnesota Avenue in Brownsville by the airport. Coffee? No, I need some like a little hamburger or something. That's what I don't know why, but today I can't cross Big Ange from Mob Wives, and I couldn't help think of Vanessa. Big Ange was funny. I think she was funny. Why did she die again? Was it cancer or something? So I appreciate you all commenting on all my stuff and the videos, the live programs, your comments. I'm a big fan of interaction. I don't like to just do videos and that's it. I like to post news stories or get your opinions on things. And when you guys comment on stuff, interaction is what that's what I like. Don't want to eat late? Yeah, I know. It's not good to eat at 12:40. I know. Well, a peacock is better than being a butterfly. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. Dang, is that true? Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if any of that's true or not. Coffee. No, I still got a half of this cup of cranberry juice. I just need to get a snack. That situation. Oh man. What bothers me now is that how can you? People are still posting the video. You know, somebody walked through the crowd when all this happened and recording the dead people laying there in a pile, the guy's broken leg that's missing and blood everywhere, and the guy's brains sitting next to his. And it's, you know, I wish I hadn't seen that. But sometimes, every once in a while, you watch something like that just so it can give you a dose of reality to about something, not just something you hear about. Oh yeah, they got run over. Yeah, but look what happened when they got run over. But I'm not going to post it and show it because it's too graphic. Yes, I don't want to get taken down by Facebook or YouTube for showing something too graphic like that. But it's just not something that's. I don't want to glorify it. It wasn't like, you know, it's not a home run at a baseball game that I'm going to show you. There's people dead, you know. And I don't think that stuff should be circulated so much. If it's going to be on Twitter, you're going to look at it. Fine, go look at it. But don't like share it. I don't know. Just my opinion. Yeah, that was the one. I flashed it on there for a little bit. I'm just tired of talking about this all over and over again. You know what I mean? All right, going to start to wrap it up here once I get through these comments here. Those people who Avon shame you are people who can't do what you do. And that's the thing. They probably could. They just don't want to or don't. You know, they rather, hey, everybody cash at me, please, $1. You know? Or whatever the case may be. And even then, and I don't, you know, I try not to criticize that so much because it's just not my thing. I don't know. I think ultimately I don't care. I just think it's a little distasteful to do something like that. And I've said it before, and I keep saying this. I've said it before. I said this before. I said this before. If somebody's gonna make a living out of going live, that's one thing. You know what I mean? That's one thing. But I guess people are calling it dry begging, and I don't know. Just not my thing. I'd rather do raffles. I'd rather do a raffle and be straight up about it. Hey, I'm doing a raffle. I'm doing some fundraising for some stuff I need to do personally. Here we go. Believe it or not, I don't. I rarely go back and watch a show that I did. I think I went back to watch. Was it this year or was it last year? I think it was last year. There was a show Bam and I did. Bam was talking about a bidet, his bidet. And we got into this discussion of how the thing works, and I got on this laughing frenzy or laughing trip, and I had the giggles. Harder, way worse than what happened the last few days. I mean, I laughed hard these days, but this was an uncontrollable giggle. I had to take myself offline for a little while. And I couldn't even speak because I would try to come back and say something, and it would just start. And that was the funniest thing. I went back and I watched that a few times. But generally, I don't like to listen to myself. I don't like to watch, or watch I could, but listen to myself. I don't know. There's something, I know some actors, famous people don't like to watch their movies that they've done also. And I just don't. I just, I don't know. There's something I find weird about it. Like, I don't want to watch. I think I'm too critical of myself. Oh, oh, Beth, if you knew. Sometimes a lot of this is just for show. Not for show, but I cover up a lot. I don't always come out with I'm not always positive. I just try to show a good front. How's that? That's the honest truth. Thunder already? Is it gonna rain? I hope it's gonna rain over here. I like the noise of rain. I heard on those Facebook, I don't know where they got their info. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. The last few comments. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. A couple hours went way longer than I initially wanted to. I thought I was gonna do like 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. Thank you for that, Beth. Adrian, good night. Everyone, have a great night. Be safe out there. If you got to travel at all in this rain tonight, if you're at work, just be safe. Otherwise, get to bed, everybody. Go to bed. Get some rest. Right, Naya? Exactly right. People think they can hurt me right now. Maybe at some point they could, and maybe at some point they did. But right now, ain't going to happen. Thank you all again. Good night, everyone. We'll see you. Let's see, what's today? Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.